Hello, friends and lovers. Welcome back to Hades 2. It's Alien. And hey, I got you a special little treat. That's right. Another YouTube exclusive. I know exactly what everybody wanted. So things are going to be a bit more thoroughly explained. You might get a fewer stories, I guess. I don't know. What's your perception between YouTube only Alien and Twitch Alien? I'm kind of curious. I feel like my tone is different and everything. Anyway, talk about the game. We're going to take out Aspect of Melt for the staff. It's been a very long time since I did a run. I probably owe an Aspect of Cersei run too to try to get that to work, but I kind of feel like the Aspect is in an amazing place still, so I kind of just don't want to use it. It just feels like the other two aspects are better. Now, I do think Momus kind of just overshadows both of these aspects, but 30% faster Omega channel speed is convenient. It feels very good. Is it as potent as what Momus gives you here? Possibly not, but I think it's still fun, especially with cast, but I don't know if we're really going to do a cast-based thing here. Anyway, let's take a look at the Arcana card set. This is going to be more of a fun run style. I know usually I do like 32 fear or speed run when it comes to these quote-unquote over-explains, but I don't know how much I'm really going to over-explain it. This is kind of a typical Arcana setup for me. I do not have Death Defiances on, since we're not doing a large amount of fear. I think we'll be okay. I cannot promise we'll be okay, though. But yeah, I got the whole top row, even though I might not use everything up from it, which will activate Divinity for hopefully some epic boons. And I figured we might go for an Apollo legendary thing. I don't know if it's going to be attack or special. I guess it depends on the rarities that Apollo's going to give us. Maybe the hammer, depending on what that gives us here. For a quote-unquote fun amount of fear. I don't know, I guess 12 is an amount? I don't know. The 5-minute deadline doesn't necessarily make it extra difficult, at least for me, since I'm pretty used to it. But 20% faster enemies via wandering, yeah, it's kind of something. I'm not going to take on Forsaking. It doesn't make it easier to get the legendaries anymore from gods. And it would, I don't know, it's possible it does kind of make it easier to get the prerequisites at least. But I don't know. I kind of just would rather not have to think about or try to remember what the hell I've forsaken already. Anyway, to the underworld we go. Let's see how we do. Let's see how we do out here. Oh, okay. We start with a hammer. Okay, so this is kind of good because it'll dictate the run that we're gonna have. Oh, dang. I was kind of hoping these are good actually, or this one's good. I was kind of hoping to do a big Omega special build because I haven't really done that a lot. We did a lot of Momus speedruns where I took Rapid Thrasher pretty often. But yeah, your attacks with an S there are 50% faster. That does mean that you channel your Omega attack even faster. So it's actually pretty crazy, honestly. So I guess we're going to do a big attack build. Melting Swipe isn't that big of a deal. It's not horrid, but I mean, this is just going to be more important, especially for bosses. Shimmering Moonshots, it's okay at best, I think, personally. Okay. To work we go. So there we go. There's our channel. Wow. So I didn't really think about this, but the Sorceress Arcana card, which slows down time while you're channeling. The slowdown gets canceled if you channel very quickly. I kind of never really thought about it at the time. But yeah, we're going to be using our Omega attack very, very much. So we're going to need a lot of magic. You can see how rapid it is. I guess we'll accept Selene. I'll admit Selene, I might have some like blind spots around still. There's still some things there. I tend to just take whatever the highest, not rarity one is, but the Path of Stars, you know? The one that has the most Path of Stars. But I don't know, we'll see. Selene could help here. I was a little pleased by the sheep effect that we got in the last run that we did. Well, Nightbloom is definitely one I should experiment more with here. Supposedly, someone said they turn off friendly fire, but they can be still affected by our curses. Your Hex raises one random slain foe from this encounter to fight for you for 12 seconds. I'll admit I haven't used Darkside much either, but yeah, we'll try out Nightbloom. No good rewards here, no reason to really think about this at all. I mean, we're already spending a lot of magic very quickly. So there's our friend. Yeah, I didn't actually hurt our friend with that attack. I'm pretty sure you could hurt them before. With our regular attacks. They deal 45 to that enemy now. I wonder how that, like, scales up exactly. You know, I could really use my Apollo boon right about now. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we'll take a Chaos Gate. Could be anything to do with magic would probably be helpful. Channel speed would probably be complete overkill at this point. Didn't think I'd really be saying that anytime soon. Now, there's a decent chance, just based on the location number, this is a bit hard to explain. You can kind of get a feel like we're probably about the halfway point into Erebus here, right? So therefore, there's a pretty high chance that the mid shop's going to be offered here. So there's kind of a downside to buying that Chaos Gate, and it was possibly a thought as to why you wouldn't want to. All right, come on, big attack. I mean, we take anything. Did I mention why we're taking Apollo? I don't even remember. I was thinking of trying to go for his legendary, but we're going to have to wait and see. We did not get a juicy attack, but we will still take an attack. Oh, no mid shop, but we got both mini bosses offered. There's only 2 possible mini bosses in all the zones right now? Yeah, all the zones right now. So if you get 2 doors that both have the mini boss and you skip them, will not be offered another mini boss. So ideally we'd get more Apollo here soon. But skipping the mini boss does hurt our chances of that happening, I guess you could say. Ooh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, wow, this is interesting. So 60% less magic consumed. What is it, 15 for our Omega attack? So it lowers it down to about 7, 6? 6 magic per Omega attack. 40% more attack damage. You know, you might be wondering, how does this stack up with all the other effects? Basically, just add this to this boon. So you could read it as, once this is activated, you can just kind of think of it as, this now gives 90% attack damage, you know? So it's certainly not bad by any means. Kind of just like the sound of this one, though, to let us spam it like crazy. Maybe it'll be fun. We'll see. We got Nemesis. Okay. Oh, we're in a fight. Oh, I have to hit her. I kind of forgot. This should be fine, I think. Oh, I was out of magic. I failed. Oh, my God. Whatever. Oh, no. So, yeah, I don't think we want to see Arachne there. I had to think rather quickly because she was coming to take the door. I don't think you want Arachne there because Arachne gives you what is most likely a temporary buff, right? And we would much rather come here where we can buy boons and palms. We have plenty of money to spend, right? We'll go ahead and palm the attack. Look at the doors. Demeter's a good one to pick up for origination purposes. If we want to think about the legendary... we do need like Lucid Gain or the Cast or I don't know. We need a lot of different boons. I guess we don't need to discuss it right now. We wouldn't want to roll these doors and pray for Apollo that much though. Now the real question is, do we want the Hefmeister himself? Do we want that delicious, that succulent Heffy Beffy? You know, his special isn't horrible in a build like this. I was talking about it on stream not that long ago. As a switch up, you know, just to spend the cooldown. It's not hard. And then he also got, like, the armor stuff. Yeah, I like Mid Condition a lot. If you take damage during your attacks or specials, they are stronger if they hit. This is... I feel like the numbers for this are quite high, and therefore it sounds good, but it's really hard to measure how useful it is, you know? I don't know how often I'm taking damage during my attacks, you know? But Mint Condition is very good, I think. I think I like it. All right, now I just have to remember that we are gonna have it. This is gonna be our 3rd god. That is something to keep in mind because we have that 4-god pool thing, which was present in Hades 1 too. And also gotta remember we can't earn money right now. The 4-god pool thing basically means that once you get 4 gods, the game's not going to offer you more new gods naturally. You have to pick up 4 boons from 4 different gods. And so if you get the 4 gods quickly, you're kind of a little more likely to get, you know, Apollo essentially in this instance. Yeah, we'll take an epic cast. That's fine. Ooh, I got an idea for after this zone. I like the freeze effect in general. I think it's actually weirdly great, you know? I guess that's not weird, but compared to how I felt about Demeter Boons in Hades 1, I'm kind of surprised how much I like this effect. It just feels very, very useful. We still got a long time on Chaos. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Relax. Man, I'm just not getting anything for rewards here, huh? So it feels. It's all meta currencies. Supposedly, they actually made it so we should be getting one more major reward, as they call it, in Erebus, too. Still can't earn money. So as for our fourth god, I mean, we probably don't really want to force anything too much. We could sit here and look at the duos, but I'm not certain there's anything we're particularly interested in. Cast damage, Witch's Mark is okay, but we can only cast so many Omega attack moves, right? Obviously, ideally, we'd get some magic regen, or would have already gotten it. I think these three gods are not really ideal. Now, we could force Born Gain, or attempt to, after this zone. I don't know if we want to do that. Watching the timer here. I don't know if we want to do that. You know, we do that a lot. Or a lot of runs wind up that way. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, while your hex is ready, you move and strike 25% faster. Weapon speed plus 25%. So as far as I understand it, that's pretty saucy. It does incentivize me not to use it. Our hex, that is. But I'm willing to consider, especially in a fight like this. It's not ready, so I guess I should use all three here. Oh, it actually will not even highlight the hex because we don't have an enemy to summon yet. Oh, I never really thought about that. We're learning. You know what I could use some I don't know if tips on, but suggestions on? It's grill related. Wife and I went through a little saga, bought ourselves a grill finally. I say finally like it was a lifelong dream or something like that. When really we kind of just did it on a whim. Partially. I'm hosting like a bachelor party. And we decided we wanted to grill some meats. So we had to set out to go buy a grill. Oh, I tried to shortchange it and avoid that damage. Come here. Ow. Oh no, the desperation. We do have a little bit of magic. We'll summon a friend here in case it matters. We did freeze our friend though. Crap. Am I staggering them? I was trying to watch our friend. Oh, crap. I got sidelined. Oh, God. 7 seconds? That was with a Nemesis room, huh? No mini-boss and a Chaos Chamber. Wow, it took a while then. Yeah, that lack of magic regen was a little painful there. Maybe we do want to do it then. I was thinking we could turn this heroic by using the file. Don't worry, I'll get back to the grill story soon. I know you're dying to know. You could make this heroic with the file. I'm a little worried about our magic situation, though. And only having 7 seconds. Erebus is actually one of the longer zones here, though. Most of the times. Kind of depends a little bit. You could. There's a lot of things you could do. You could. I don't think we have to have... I don't know. Born Gain would just be so useful here. We'd never have to think about doing anything besides Omega attacks. It'd just be so good. Whereas a heroic mint condition, is that really that big of a deal, I wonder here? I don't know. I don't know. Well, now with Midnight Oil and even faster channeling speed, I kind of feel like...
Could try a different one.
Well, am I gonna need it? I'm gonna be able to do like 1,000 Omega attacks once Chaos falls off here. Okay, maybe we don't need it. Maybe we don't need it. Okay, I've convinced myself we're gonna use the file. Put it on before we use the fountain. That makes mint condition heroic, which gives us 14 seconds. We can't swap again here, obviously. So now we're gonna have to wait. I'm thinking once Chaos is over, I mean, that more than doubles the amount of Mega attacks we can do. Plus, I'm sure we'll eventually get... oh, whoops. Oh, we can't earn gold anyway. I was gonna say, I missed a gold pot. I'm sure we're going to get some magic regen one of these days too anyway, right? We're probably at the point where we're not really going to feel more Omega channel speed, right? There we go. Chaos is finally over. Path of Stars. Ugh. I think because we're on a tight timer now, I think I kind of can't try to open up the other doors, unfortunately. But now we can spam our Omega attack a lot more. Woo! Trying to keep things interesting out here, you know? Lovely. Well done. Okay. Raised Servant deals more damage. Requires less magic. When not ready, you deal more damage. It's probably less good. Your Raised Servants fight for you indefinitely in that location rather than expire. Oh, that could be good for us where we summon once. Raised Servants gain any after you take damage effects from your boons. We don't have any of those. After you sprint, your Raised Servants appear at your position. I've had that. I don't think it's great. Hex also makes your Raised Servants explode. Benefits of your special boon. Okay, so why don't we just head this way and get the they don't expire. I guess we'll take the less magic one. And we'll head towards that epic and see how we feel about it. I have to go to the shop. Even though we don't have a lot of dough. I think max magic is still a decent choice here for us. We will palm something. I could roll here to see if we could just get some boons, probably. I'm actually not opposed to it. Okay. There's Hestia's magic regen. It's kind of okay. You don't regenerate magic while you're channeling, though. From boons like hers. So, is it really worth it? I don't know. She would be the fourth god. It's a tough question. Or would I rather just palm, I don't even know, mid-condition or the attack again? She doesn't have really anything that works with the Omega attack, whereas Demeter does. Demeter has like Weed Killer and everything, so that'd be nice, I suppose. It's a tough one. Why don't we fill the god pool, like I said? Why don't we? So now we're doing things from a far range. This is one of the reasons why I didn't really want to do Aphrodite, whether we did Omega Attack or Omega Special. And we're probably going to be hitting things from a pretty far away place here. So let's get one out. Now that we use less magic, we don't get the hex up as quickly, but we did reduce requirements a little bit. Glowing coal, you say? We could rip midnight oil. I don't really like that. Glowing coal's okay. I don't think it's... I still almost ran out of magic is what I'm looking at there. Huh. Yeah, I think we're gonna roll. We did get it, but it's pretty weak. It's okay. I am gonna do this. I feel like we could use it. I know we're tight on time. But we're gonna get back some magic now. Holy crap, that's a lot of dudes. What's going on? We don't have origination up and running. There's Apollo on the door. Where are they? Go, 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 go. Run. Definitely more Apollo. We're very far away from the Lego. I'm gonna have to look at the requirements to remind myself a little bit, probably. Alright, let them spit. Watch out. No. Can I summon something? Apparently I can. It looks like Hestia's magic regen was fine for this situation. Oh, I keep missing, apparently. I didn't notice my Omega attack kept missing. Okay. I know, I've been busy talking about the game. No grills. Solar Ring, Lucid Gain, extra dose. Can't get Lucid Gain. Oh, and I can't get Solar Ring either. Oh, no. We'd have to swap something. I didn't think about it ahead of time, so this might not happen then. Most likely not. Because we need a Solar Ring or Lucid Gain. That's too bad. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we can get it to work still. I wouldn't really want to swap the cast, but I guess we could take Lucid Gain. Yeah. Oh gosh, man, that kind of puts us in a tight spot, huh? I don't think the palm's that good. So yeah, the legendary is probably not going to happen at this rate then. So now we kind of just want to go for more Demeter then, because we want Weed Killer, we want Origination via her other curse. I could have considered Dazzling Display there. 10% is such a low chance to apply the days, right? Hey. I've always felt it's so low. Hard target. I think it's actually a decent boon in general. Am I just taking epic boons willy-nilly? A little bit. A little bit. Oh, the exit's here. There's no other exit, huh? Well, I mean, there's the one I could have unlocked, but... Alright. I'm enjoying this faster channel speed. That's for sure. So, Grill. We went through a whole saga. Now, I know nothing about grills. I've never bought a grill. I've never even used a grill. But we're like, all right. I asked around. People said, yeah, do propane. It's easier. Like, all right. Go to the store. I looked a little bit online around, like, for prices. Home Depot was having a sale on, like, one particular grill model. And I go to go get one. Basically. And I don't know what I'm doing, just to be clear. I've never bought a grill. I've never bought propane. And maybe they're used to people coming in who are on their 5th or 6th grill or something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe that's what it is. Because every question I asked, I just felt stupider and stupider to ask about the grill. So step 1, I asked, hey, can I get this grill? There's a model on the sales floor right here, basically. And I got the, they're outside. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, I guess I'll go outside. Didn't think that we sold products out on the curb. Like it's 1967 or whatever. But all right, you know. Maybe no palm. Origination Weed Killer? We got both. Weed Killer, you think we get a higher rarity? Here's our magic cost, but I don't think I'm that worried about it. Do we want to hold out for a higher rarity Weed Killer? You could take Gale Force. It's kind of like a similar increase right now. Maybe we can get Weed Killer to be better. Whereas the rarity doesn't matter for Gale Force. When you think about it, Origination is going to increase the damage an enemy takes by 50% anyway. Right? So I guess we might as well be patient on Weed Killer. Jetty! All right, mint condition. Totally didn't forget. Might try something here in a minute. Okay, but when do you die, you two? Ooh, okay. Hold on, folks. I think I'm missing a lot with the Omega attack. Like, I'm trying to hit Skilla here, and I'm struggling. I actually ran out of magic. We gotta go try changing a setting in a second here. Okay, now we can summon the drummer. Go, my drummer! I don't really know what this looks like, truth be told. I only have 51 seconds here. We're kind of struggling. So I go outside. Well, before I go outside to pick it out, I go and pick up a propane tank. Oh, you can hit them. It just doesn't hurt them that much. And I'm like, I don't... This is the only place I see propane tanks, but it's just like on a shelf, and that feels weird to me, you know? It's just like a propane tank on a shelf. And I'm reading the description, and I'm reading the tag, and I'm not really getting any information out of it. It's like, I feel kind of dumb. So I bring up the propane tank to the cashier. And, you know, it's your average, like, 17-year-old girl who's working as cashier. God bless her heart, you know? And I ask her, hey, like, this is a stupid question, but is there propane in this propane tank? And she's like, I don't know. And she has to shout across the way, Brandon! Brandon comes over. And he's like, what's up? And she's like, is there propane in this propane tank? He's like, no. And I was like, oh, okay, so where do I get the ones with propane? And he said, we'll do it right here. I'm like, all right. More magic, huh? Okay. I was like, all right. Sounds good to me. We need to save time here, huh? We need to save time here.
To the fields.
Chaos gave us more magic. I don't know if that's super useful, but we'll do our best. All right, more Demeter is exactly who we want now. Where are we going? Hurry.
Show me the way.
Okay, let's grab the money. I'm probably gonna have to skip like that armor and any minor rewards here to get out of here quick. So he rings me up for, or rather helps her add to the register like a, I don't know, a pre-filled propane tank. And I pay for it, and Brandon disappears, and I have no propane tank. And I'm like, I'm a little confused. So I have to ask the girls, so the propane tank, where do I, how do I? And she like looks around for a second and she goes, Brandon! And he's like, oh, you gotta take the receipt outside and use the storage cabinets for it. I'm like, all right then.
Hear me on my authority.
Weed killer, 100%. Who called it? Who called it? Just get a better one. Just get a better one.
Cool and brisk.
So, I'm feeling a little silly. I'm not gonna lie. Because I don't know what I'm doing. And sometimes you're better off in these situations just going up like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing, right? You're probably better off. We're gonna have to save time by not doing troves and other stupid things. Mint condition. Oh, I forgot to change the setting. Die faster, please. Could really use that second hammer right now. There's some goodies. Okay, so the option I was thinking of trying here. Auto fire on. Beautiful. So that might make it easier to actually do the Omega attack. So we can get Supernova. It doesn't really matter, though. Dazzling display. You could roll to see if we could get a swap. But if we swap out the cast now, that'd be pretty bad. Swapping out the magic region would be good, though. Special doesn't do anything. Supernova doesn't do a whole lot. I don't think these are very impactful, so I guess I'm gonna see if we can get something else to happen. Yeah, I'm gonna say Dazzling Display is probably a little bit better than Light Smite. Not by a lot, though. Here's Echo, who could give us more Apollo. And then I have to go pick out a grill
Echo.
after this. And I also kind of needed some help with the propane tank thing. Like getting it out of the cabinet or whatever. Oh my god. What do you got? Passion Dash, huh? Interesting. So now Aphrodite's in the pool now. She's our 5th god. We got a hammer. All right, the hammer might help us with that D, hopefully. Oh, it's right here. Beautiful. Oh, we do a full combo before I... Oh, I don't like that. You do a full combo before you start channeling. Oh, we're gonna have to change that. Yeah, I don't like how that works. I thought maybe you could just hold down the button and you just channel the Omegas like a little more automatically. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Oh, we got garbage, really. Dual moonshot, rapid moonshot, nothing good. Melting swipe, I guess it is.
Flourish and reveal my path.
Too bad, huh? Okay, we got Weed Killer. We'll be all right. Let's see. We're getting to this legendary. I know that's going to be huge, right? Let me see. Let's get the palm. So I'm picking out a grill, and there was someone out there helping. They were very kind, very helpful. Everyone was very helpful, you know. But sometimes we have blind spots, and it was the same case for me. It is still the same case for me, where we don't explain things for the layman like I needed in this particular situation, right? But what happened is we were picking out a grill, and I kind of knew which one I wanted already. And I'm like, yeah, I think we're getting this one. And he said, will it fit in your car already set up? And I said, oh, I don't know. He said, what do you mean you don't know? I'm like, what? Like, well, I was kind of just assumed I'd be getting it in a box. He's like, oh, all right.
That should have done it.
So he just got it for me in a box. And was like, all right, I guess I'll take. I mean, I kind of wish we set it up for me, you know? Would have taken it if had I known. Forget the palm. We'll buy this one instead. Dazzling display, huzzah. I don't know if Demeter can really do much else here. Winter coat, doesn't matter. Rare crop. Most likely isn't hitting anything particularly special. Is there anything I'm not thinking of here? There's like... What is it? Oh, you can't get cold storage with just her cast, huh? I just realized. Are there any duos I'm not considering? Does not appear that way. Yeah. I need a lot more rock, I assume. Yeah, there's really nothing, so I guess we're cropping here. We only have 2 rock. What do you got? I hit the cast, which was already epic. Well, it's not really a big deal either way. Let's go! Fastest attacks in the west, remember. Mint condition, never forget. It's kind of hard to tell when it's about to wear off and everything. I guess I'm gonna run away. I'm just making sure that we drop the cast as often as we can. Oh, I actually ran out of magic. We'll get it back pretty quick though. But yeah, that's what I mean. We actually managed to run out in that situation. Yeah. Woo! We take care of, like, these sets of enemies pretty handily. You mean the big wolf? Nice. All right, all right, all right. Go, Wolfie! Unfortunately, I, like, froze him. Now I don't want to use my Hex. Woo! All right. 2 minutes on the clock. We'll be fine. I feel like there was many other grilling interactions there that just kind of surmised, you know, my fall from grace.
You're all right.
Wolf? Oh. Or my lack of knowledge in the grilling criteria. And I feel like this is like a common thing. Like, I don't really know. Like, I'm walking into this bank and I don't know the etiquette or the procedure or anything like that. I'm just gonna play dumb and hopefully they'll help me, basically. But sometimes that strategy doesn't always work. All right, please, hammer, give me something good. Cross Cataclysm is okay. It's actually okay. Your Omega attack deals plus 50% damage and also strikes sideways. This is a pretty dangerous build still, though. Considering... we don't have Death Defiances on. And admittedly, the damage isn't quite all there. Aphrodite would have been better in this particular circumstance now, but we didn't know ahead of time, did we? We didn't know ahead of time. Maybe we'd consider... I don't know, we kind of can't take extra chambers here, right?
You are
Probably.
private property.
But Cross Cataclysm is okay. You can't really hit one enemy with... like a single big enemy with more than one, though. If that's what you were hoping to do. As far as I can tell. I believe I've tried to make it work. Alright, I guess we'll summon something here. Oh, you're my friend. When are we done, though? Still going, huh? Still going, huh? Any second now. Whoa. Come on, we're on a timer here. Summon one in the skull, sure, go ahead. Well, I remember mint condition this time. Almost kind of forgot. So now you don't really want to... I mean, we keep one of these guys and friendly fire is essentially off now, so I guess you wouldn't bother ever resummoning at this point. Yeah, you can roll for Aphrodite to see if we can swap out the attack. Pile Legendary is not happening. Woo. Come here. Come on. Die. Oh, that was it? Oh, okay. Kind of assumed there was going to be more. So I guess we're going to fast track here. This zone, like, I've kind of asked, do we think it should be like one chamber shorter? You know, instead of 5 force chambers, it's 4. Maybe. And of course, you can still take extras if you want. I'm sure this is something they heavily considered already. Maybe Tartarus is not so much the problem as the earlier zones, especially when considering the deadline.
Let that be a lesson.
There's nothing else left from Demeter. Like Erebus, we saw how long it can feel. Morning Fields and Oceanus feel mostly okay, I'd say. There's a lot of free chambers you can get in Erebus. Artemis, Nemesis, Chaos Gates, Arachne, the mid shop. You can get an egg room. Maybe if they just skewed the logic to make it more likely to get some of those chambers. Especially that egg room. The egg room seems so rare, doesn't it? Oh. I would have gone to Dad if I had noticed. Tally mistake for me. I don't think we have to worry about magic. So I guess we'll buy 2 Hef boons here, huh? Volcanic Flourish. It's not that bad. But you might just want heavy metal. It is higher rarity, I guess. It's not bad. It doesn't really help a crazy amount, though. Is it really worth it? I kind of don't think it is. Give me Uncanny. And then we'll get heavy metal here. Oh, at Epic even. Ooh, martial art? It's not bad. 20% more damage, basically. So this essentially goes to 85%. Is one way to look at that. Yeah. I mean, we don't have Death Defiances on. You know? I think for me, the feel bad part of Tartarus is it doesn't feel too long, but the fact that you don't get rewards if you keep it short, it's just a little less fun, I guess you could say. So I guess I'm thinking about how to keep it more interesting for the most part. Well, please attack. There. Oh, I tried to hex. Did it work? It did eventually work. All right, please, Chrono. Okay, got you. So our friend's out. We essentially don't deal damage to them. My God, they're everywhere. We shouldn't have to resummon. So yeah, this actually got a bit of a buff. I don't know if this was in the patch notes even. I didn't notice, at least. Them talking about like a friendly fire reduction. Maybe it was, though. Woo! Now we can just leave. Man, they just last forever now. Will this work into phase 2, I wonder, though? I don't know if you keep the friend, really. Not really sure. Oh. Oops. Let's see, will our friend stay? That's probably one of the better summons we could have here, if I were to guess. Oh, nope, they did not stay. So who are we gonna get this time? We got the money bag. Okay, we'll take it. Oh. Hey, buddy. Okay, we're at half. Still haven't used our kitty cat Death Defiance. I'd never really explained why we're taking the kitty cat, but that's why. Finally lost our armor. The hands are really tough, especially since they kind of come and go depending on his moveset. Like they left the arena for that temporarily there. Damn it. I think they do like a full round around. Ooh, ah. Get him! There we go. Servants Unite. Let's see how much damage they actually turned out for us here, though. It probably did better. It probably did better. I don't think we ever finished up the Path of Stars to get it to Epic. I don't even remember what we would have gotten out of it.
Thanatos.
Allies did 11,000, even though we had it for most of the run. Omega Attack was easily the highest by quite a bit, and nothing else really stacked up against it. That was with a 100% Weed Killer. That's, I mean, a pretty simple... I mean, it's simple. Is it, like, super flashy? Probably not. If we got Apollo's Legendary, it would have been flashier, obviously. But, I mean, because sometimes for these runs, it's not always the luckiest run in the world, but we did get some luck. Midnight Oil was kind of cool with this, I think. The Epic Weed Killer was probably kind of big, to say the least. After that, yeah, pretty much... That was pretty much it, you know? Cross Cataclysm was okay. You could have gotten Mirrored Thrasher from the second hammer, right? And if we had that and Apollo's Legendary, you'd be getting like quadruple Omega attacks and would have been pretty sexy. What can you do, though? I still owe you like an Omega special base build for the staff, I feel. Like, I feel like I still haven't really gotten it. You know, I guess the hammers just haven't really lined up. I know we got dual Moonshot a little bit later on or something. Was that the second hammer? I think it was second hammer. Yeah, Servants, still pretty underwhelming, you know? I don't think they grab aggro or anything, too. Considering how much we had them out, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, was that really worth... It was only 2 chambers worth of stuff, so it's probably okay. We were out of boons, right? We saw that by the end. So that's something to keep in mind. So maybe it's still worth it in its own way. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. And I'll see you in the next video.